Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to another video tutorial on the US oil, where I will be taking you through my thought process on how I intend to make a decision on the US oil as we head into the new week. Well, looking at the current structure on our lower time frame, we can see how price action respected the $78 level, which incited a bullish momentum a couple of weeks ago, and price went to as far as the $93.50 area, after which we started seeing situation that will be supporting a trend continuation to the downside. So during the course of last week trading session, we were able to take advantage of this move right from this area down into the $86 level, as our bearish momentum for the last week trading session came into fruition. I will be sharing the link to my previous analysis in the comment section of this video, so that you can actually look at how we took advantage of this bearish momentum. And this link also has the day-to-day commentaries on how we traded the USOil for last week. So during the course of last week, we made a minimum of about let me see, a minimum of like 600 pips on this one. So that's how we did that last week. And price has been rejecting the $86 level during the course of the later part of last week trading session. So we saw multiple rejection of this area, giving us a clue that there is a likelihood that price might climb to the upside from that area. Or if a breakdown of that structure happens, then we want to be waiting to see what is going to be happening, or how far this retracement move is going to go. So with this information we have here on the 4 hours time frame, let's quickly look at what we saw on the higher time frame before we go into what our expectation is going to be for this week. Well, looking at the higher time frame, which I also shared in the previous analysis on this pair, we can see that price has been on a very strong bullish momentum. And as a result of this, I was able to connect the series of lower highs here to give us that resultant bullish trend line. And if we zoom into the current structure that has been happening since the beginning of the month of June, I was also able to connect the series of lower highs here to give us that resultant bearish trend line. So we have a bearish trend line which guide price action right back into the bullish trend line that we identified earlier. And since then, price has respected that bullish trend line, which led into the significant breakout of that bearish trend line during the course of the 2 week trading session to give us that bullish signal that we looked at. In addition to the current structure I have here, I was also able to identify the $86 level, which has been a major yardstick for us, as this area has been a major determinant of price action in the past. If you look at what has happened since the month of August, we can see how this level has been a major buying niche for participants in this market. Though, if we fast forward into the month of September, we saw the breakdown retest of that structure, where we started seeing bearish momentum. However, the breakout of the key level during 2 weeks trading session 2 weeks ago, we saw the breakout of that trend line, which also lines up with the key level here to give us that bullish signal. And since we had that bullish signal, we expecting that this bearish momentum we've been witnessing during the course of last week's trading session is likely going to be a retracement of that previous impulse leg that we have here. So we don't know how far this retracement is going to go. Like I told you last week, we might be seeing a situation where price will reject this level to continue the bullish momentum that started 2 weeks ago, or we could be having a situation where this bearish momentum is going to come to as far as the structure that was broken during the 2 weeks ago. Here we had the breakout of the structure, and from a technical standpoint, we might be expecting that price is likely going to come back and do a retest of that structure, after which we're looking out for scenarios that will support a trend continuation from our lower time frame, something like this to the upside. And I also made it clear during my last video that 2 weeks ago, we saw that the OPEC Plus had a physical meeting, which was their first one in the last 2 or 3 years now. And the decision that was made was that they want to be cutting the oil production. And definitely, we all know that single act is likely going to be soaring the US oil. But we saw the reflection of this 2 weeks ago. Though this retracement phase right now, we don't know how far it's going to go. So in order to trade this US oil for this week, what I'll be doing at this point is to take into consideration this impulsive move to the upside, after which I want to be identifying a buy zone right at our golden zone area, which might likely line up with the structure that was broken a couple of weeks ago. So how do we identify that golden zone area? Well, I want to be bringing out my Fibonacci retracement tool, run it through that impulse leg here, and we want to be aiming at an area between the 50 and the 78.6% of that previous impulse leg. And if we do that, we're going to be having something like this, which I will be labeling as my buy zone. So let me label this for the sake of clarity. So we have the buy zone here. Let me place it right inside the box. So we have something like this. And then let me give it a green color and make the box a yellow color. Here we go. So we have the buy zone sitting around this area. So what we want to be looking forward to is that price might come into the structure here if we don't see multiple rejection of $86 level during the course of the week. If a breakdown of the $86 level happens, then we want to be looking out for a reversal pattern within the structure here, after which a breakout retest to structure on lower time frame will be supporting the second wave of that potential bullish momentum and the new week. So this is how I intend to trade this. And if we look at the buy zone we just identified here, you can see that it lines up exactly with that bullish trend line and also the bearish trend line that was broken during the course of the couple of weeks ago's trading session. So this is what I'm looking forward to. But be rest assured that during the early hours of the new week, I will be jumping in the comment section to give you an update of how I intend to trade this after monitoring price action during the early hours of the new week. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your own individual decision on the US commodity. And if it does, kind of support this project by clicking the like button. You would also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday right in the comment section, and let's get this trade started at the beginning of the new week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking as well. And I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Bye bye.